Hello, Flosstube. I am back. My name is Jen. Welcome to my Flosstube channel. It's all about cross stitch. I have a little break from the kids today. Hubby has been out of town since Wednesday. He was able to get together with some friends and drive down to Indiana for Gen Con, a big gaming convention. So he will be back later tonight. In the meantime, the kids are at grandma's and I have a little bit of time, so I thought I'd give you an update. I was able to FFO a piece yesterday, so I'm super excited about this because it's been a long time coming. This is a gift and it's all set. I'm so excited to gift this to Ricky and her wife, and yeah. I was able to send a picture to her yesterday, and we are going to get together this week at some point, or she's going to come pick it up, not sure, but I'll finally get that to them. So that is my FFO for the week. I need somewhere to put this safe. Okay, that'll work. Whips. Now that I'm done with model stitching, I have a lot of whips. I realized after I filmed my last Flosstube that I forgot to share my temperature piece that I've been working on this year. So I have that to share. I'm not going to take it completely out of the Q-Snap, but I'll show you July and the start of August. So everything's... Oh, that light is trying to wash out the colors. Everything's looking really good. So I've got the first 5 days of August started. I just need to do the border and the bottom corner here and have August all framed in. Yep. So I'm really happy with how that is going. I was talking to a friend about temperature charts, you know, and she's doing a different one. She's doing the one that looks like a tree and all the leaves, each leaf is a different day. And she added a low temp by back stitching each leaf in the low temp color for the day. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then she also personalized it by like adding a tire swing to the tree and a couple other things. And it got me thinking, and I shared on my, in my Color Street VIP group on Facebook, the temperature chart, and asked if any other stitchers had done one, because I have quite a few stitchers in my VIP group, and somebody commented and said that they were going to do one next year, but they were going to do it for the first, I think it was for the first year that they lived in West Virginia or something like that. I can't remember. And it made me think that really, you know, I'm not sure that I would keep doing a temperature chart for every year, because what am I going to do with a whole bunch of them, you know, hanging all over the house? So what I thought, though, is it would be cool to maybe pick a significant date, and do a full year from that. I mean, with Google now, you can find, you know, the historic temperatures every day, any year you want. So, you know, for your area, you could do... So if stitching a temperature chart just for a year is not of as much interest to you, think about, you know, you could do it as, you know, like your first year in your new house, your first year married, your first child's first year. You know, like there's so many different things that you could do it for, and you don't have to do it from January 1st to December 31st. You can start it in the middle of the year if you want, and you're still going to get a different flow. So I thought maybe for myself for next year, I would do, I've seen a bookshelf with books, for each book is a different day for the temperature chart, and I just don't know what the date would be. And I think what it might be is like the first year in this home. So I'd have to look and see what date we moved in. I know it was in, I think it was in September of 2012. So I could do from September of 2012 to September of 2013 and, you know, do the bookcase. So I'm going to kind of play around with the idea, see how it goes for the rest of the year on this one. But if you're not big into just stitching the temperature chart for any old reason, maybe it appeals more if you're doing it for a certain event. So that's something to consider. After that, I worked on my Satsuma Street Wise Owl kit a little bit. Not very much. I started doing the darker purple on the hat when I was watching Hawaii Five-0 the other night. And last night I finished up the thread that I had started just so it was at a good stopping point. So that was my progress on that. I worked on the Christmas gift that I started for my dad. This is the pattern that I'm using. It will coordinate with his pink bunny suit stitch from last Christmas. And I'm using the same fabric that I stitched the pink bunny on. So this is Confederate gray linen. And I've got an arm done. Obviously still need some back stitch details, but yeah. This really isn't a large project by any means. But man, do I get tired of stitching that. And it's not even red. It's that, technically it's shell pink, I think is what DMC calls it. But yeah, I can only do a couple strands before I'm like, well, this is boring. I also worked on my Lola Crow Greenhouse of Oddities. I love this. It's still slow going for me. It's not true confetti, but it's like confetti, the top of this tree here. So this has been slow going. I still need to finish the very top of this raven. This is the start of, this is a leaf, I think, and there's a branch and an owl sitting on it. So this is going to be really cool when it's done, but I have a long ways to go. But that's another one where I do like 3 strands of black and I'm like, okay, well now I could use some color in my life. So what did I do? I started a new project, and what is in it? A lot of black again. I had the itch to start something new the other night, and I started, oh, where's the picture? I have a picture of it somewhere. I'm not sure where the picture went. I had a picture of it. Let me pull it up on Etsy. This is called, now I can't even think of what it's called. Might be Bad Vibes Only. Oh, come on. So the shop, the Etsy shop is called Bad Vibes Only Shop. And this is the pattern that I'm doing. And when I pulled the floss, like, they're bright colors, they're brighter colors. So I think the fabric combined with the, let me lower the screen a little bit and see if that helps. The fabric it's stitched on combined with the photo doesn't show how bright the colors really are, but I love this piece. So I started this the other night, and I'm stitching it on a piece of fabric from Volcano Stitching on Facebook, and it's a lot of black. So I did a few threads of black and I went, I need some color in my life. I didn't think that through, guys. But I think it's going to be really cool. I really like this fabric that I'm going to do it on. And I think this fabric will show how bright the color palette truly is. And there's some, it called for the DMC satin, no, not satin, the DMC metallic flosses. And I switched it to Petite Treasure Braid because I'm not stitching with those DMC metallics. Not happening. So I got to start on that, and we'll see how it goes. Now, the new one, the Bad Vibes Only, and the Greenhouse of Oddities are larger pieces. So those are going to take me years to complete. They're not going to be done anytime soon. So guess what else I'll probably start? Probably the Hocus Pocus from Autumn Lane Stitchery to put into the big round mirror with the bats that I found at Joann. Because I really could get that done and up before Halloween this year. No, I can't. I have to work on scissor fobs for Galleria, so never mind. That's not happening. So that's all I have for my whips. I'm going to share some haul with you. I bought this magnetic needle case on Temu. And it's like, you know, like a little bit bigger than a business card, and it's just a flat magnet. So I picked that up because it was super cheap. Then I got my floss. It was the floss of the month from Night Stalker's Calling. They do a different theme every month, and I did the floss only. This was from June maybe, and it was Never Ending Story. So it was the Nothing, Childlike Empress, and Embers. And I really like those. I love this one. Embers. Oh, I love it. Super happy with that. I also made a few needle minders. I had to glue some minders for a friend. So while I was doing hers, I pulled out, I knew I had some jewelry pieces that I had bought specifically for minders and a couple other things. So, and a couple of pins. So I worked on mine. So now I have this Mermaid on the Moon. Oops. Hold on. Making a mess of things. So I've got that one. I have this owl. He's got little black gemstone eyes, rhinestone, whatever. This was a pin, and I think I got this on Temu too, actually, and it says Witch's Brew. And then I got this cat with the butterfly and the fairy wings. That was a jewelry piece I got from somewhere. And I got this flamingo, and it was a pin, but it didn't have a flat back, so I really don't know that this is going to work well as a minder. But I tried. So that's the ones that I made. And then I got an order from Needle Attractions. I ordered more than I remember ordering from Needle Attractions. Sounds about right for me. Okay, I can't even get this open now. Here it is. So I have cross stitch is the best part of my day, and then a bottle of little cats that says antidepressants. That's the first two. And man, these were really in there. And then I have Stitch, little stained glass Stitch. Now that I look at this, I wonder if I already have one like that. Oh well. And then I have Hocus Pocus, and there's something on there. And this other Halloween Stitch, and it's a skeleton. This one's a metal minder. And then I have Hissing Booth and a witch flying in front of a full moon. Crafting is my therapy, and you say witch like it's a bad thing. I'm starting to get into the fall Halloween vibes a little bit. While I don't want, like the summer daylight to go away, I'm starting to get into the fall stuff. I'm not in a bad mood. Everyone is just annoying. And then a little freebie M&M. And sorry, my filter is broken, and another day completely ruined by adult responsibilities. How true is that? I feel like most days are ruined by adult responsibilities. So that is my needle minder haul. Get this out of the way a little bit. And I gotta find somewhere to put all of those on my stitchy carts. I also got some fabric of the month. I'm in 2 of the Bestitch Me Fabric of the Month clubs, the Color Club and the Neutral Club, and I get 28 count Joblin for the Color Club. This is the color Glacier. Very nice. And then the neutral was lightly salted, not roasted. And in the neutrals, I get 32 count Lugana. That is a perfect neutral. Then I got, this was my Under the Sea Fabrics Club. And the color, I think this was, what is this? We're in August, so this might have been June. I got it last month. I don't remember. The color was Lavender Tea, and I really liked the purple, and when she showed the example pictures on what they were dyed on, I liked the way they looked on 2 different fabrics, so I got 2 cuts. I got a 28 count linen. Very nice, very nice. I feel like that's a good Halloween purple. And then I also got a 28 count Lugana. And I really, it's more purple in person. It looks very gray on the screen right now, but it's more purple in person. But it's a lot softer. So I really like that if you're in Leslie's club for Under the Sea, that you can order, once she posts the fabric color and name for the month, like you can order more than 1 cut. So that's really nice. This was a back-ordered fabric from Nashville back in March. This was Fiber on a Whim, 32 count linen in the color Cumulus, but we're thinking it might not be the right fabric. So I'm waiting to hear back from Bush Mountain to see, because it's significantly darker than what the pre-order picture showed for Forbidden Fiber. Sorry, it's not Fiber on a Whim. It's Forbidden Fiber Company. And the pictures were a lot lighter than this, so we're not sure yet, but I'll find out. Either way, it's a good blue. I also picked up a couple of items on Stash Unload. This is Sue Hillis Designs, and it has the charm, and it is Pirate Queen. And there's a rose charm for in there. And then I also picked up this, it's a full kit for the Spooky Stories bookmark and scissor fob, and it was from the Black Needle Society. And I've seen the bookmark pattern in like the Black Needle Society like vault area, like I almost bought it, but I'm glad I didn't, because this comes with everything for the fob as well, which obviously looks like it's going to be stitched over 1. But that's pretty cool. So I'm excited about that. And then I placed an order on Stony Creek because I still hadn't gotten my Just Cross Stitch Halloween issue yet. And then Stony Creek had a new issue come out. And then I also got the last 2 charts I needed from this series for Hands-On Design. So I've got this full series now. And then I picked up the Halloween issue. Not as impressed this year, but I do collect them. You know, I had to get it because I collect them. I have all of them. So there's a few. There's a few in here that I would stitch, but trying trying to see where the page is with all of the, here it is. Okay. So here's, you know, a small preview of everything that's in here. And then here's the rest of them. This could be so cool, but I just feel like it's very pixelated. I will probably stitch this. It's a 3D stitch, so I thought that was kind of cool. So there's the Halloween issue, and then the Stony Creek collection. This is summer 2023, and of course, I was drawn in by the cover. I may have to stitch a stocking of that. I don't know. Might have to, might have to. So here is what is in this issue. I really like this. I love the Santas. I really like the Santas. I like this too. This. The two birds here, grateful and blessed. I actually think I have hexagon-shaped frames from Dollar Tree. I have to check. But I think I have some hexagon-shaped frames from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to kind of see what the size is and see if they'd fit in there. And then I also got my new issue of the cross stitch, the World of Cross Stitching came in the mail yesterday. And this is the August 2023 issue. Not anything in here that struck my fancy this time, except for this. I showed Ethan, of course, he wants it stitched for him. That's a lot of yellow, man. That is a lot of yellow. But we'll see. I might have to stitch it for him anyway. There's a bigger one. If I do, I think I might change the Pokeballs in the background to be, I think they're red and white, or red and black and white. I might change them to be the color they should, and that'll kind of cut down on some of my yellow and blue. Almost done with haul. Oh, and then the freebie was illustrated bobbins. I didn't even open the envelope because I don't use bobbins. Shannon Christine. I got the next ornament in the Halloween Club. The next pattern in the Christmas Club. And then her Facebook subscription group. This was the Halloween chart for July. Another mug series. The Christmas chart for July. And then the cottage, the house chart for August. So there's that. Last thing I have to share, this is going to be a really quick video today. Last thing I have to share is from Dollar Tree. There were a couple of, I picked up a couple of fat quarters for finishings that were for fall. You can see some pumpkins and gourds on there. I don't know what else. Oh, this is a watering can with flowers in it. And then, you know, some sunflowers. And then in their craft stuff, they had this. So my plan is to spray paint this black and mount a Halloween cross stitch piece on there. It's a decent size. I mean, the cauldron's bigger than my hand. So I think I can find a Halloween chart that'll work to fit in there. And then nice, quick, inexpensive finishing. Yeah, that's all I have. life updates. Work is work, kids are kids. Brian comes home tonight, and I need to really get cracking on making some scissor fobs for Galleria. So I'm really excited. I got my display racks in for all of my hanging all my fobs in the room. I just picked up my business card order, so I'm slowly starting to get some things together, kind of planning ahead better this year. Lori and I will be driving down this year, so I am able to display the scissor fobs a lot better. The last couple years I've just had to spread them out on the table because they've had to be packed in my suitcase for flying. So this year I was able to get a couple of display racks, which will get them up off the table. So I think that'll be really nice. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot going on, guys, but I will be sure to come back in a couple weeks when I've got some more progress on whips, maybe a couple finishes to show you, like hopefully at least the Satsuma Street Owl and the Christmas one I'm doing. I'd like to get those done soon. Just one less thing to worry about. So I'll come back and show you guys everything again soon. Hope you guys are doing well and that you're having a nice weekend and you're getting lots of stitchy time. So, oh, and school is starting soon. I took the kids yesterday. We ran a bunch of errands and we started doing some school shopping. I don't know where the summer went. I feel like this is the quickest the summer has gone for me. I feel like the kids really just got out of school yesterday. So summer's almost over. School starts. We start the Wednesday before Labor Day. They have a half day Wednesday, full day Thursday, off on Friday for Labor Day weekend. So Ethan will be at a new school this year. He's really excited. I am not, because it starts an hour earlier, so we have to get up earlier in the morning, which means I need to be a more responsible adult and go to bed earlier in the evenings. We'll see how that works out. So I'll check in with you guys soon, and yeah, until then, got nothing else for you. Bye, guys.